See, if you marry a man because he has money, what then happens? You into marriage, the money's gone. Now what?
Who DMs first?
Listen.
9 times out of 10, who DMs?
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to the ShaniceNOs Show. I know it's been a couple of months, but we have a new panel, and I'm excited to introduce you to all of them. As always, I'm your host Shanice, and I'll let Ibosa start us off. Please introduce yourself.
Efosa Sagede.
I'm Sonia, guys. I'm Yvonne.
I'm baby girl Jennifer.
Girl Lucy Cole.
Huey.
Chris.
Okay, well, thank you all for joining us. Very beautiful people we have on the set with us today. So, today's episode is really going to be focused on female and male interactions as they relate to relationships and marriage. So, to start off, something we've been talking about lately is a lot of guys I know have really, really close female friends. And so what happens then is those guys get into relationships, and now we have this weird dynamic where you have your female best friend and you have your girlfriend. So first off, raise your hand if you're okay with being with a man who has a female best friend. Quick survey out of the way. For my guys, the same thing. If you meet a girl and she has everything you're looking for, but she has a guy friend who's really close to her, are you okay with that? Yes or no? If yes, raise your hand. Okay. so we really have a population that's really not fine with that. But let's talk about that, because we really do, in this generation we live in, have a lot of those relationships happening. So how do you deal with that? Because obviously you've met your dream guy, you've met your dream girl, they're in this relationship. Do you speak to that? Do you talk to that? How do you handle that? How do you navigate that with your partner? And I'm just gonna first off start with Ifosa over here. Tell us, how would you navigate that?
Interesting. Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is your dream girl, right? It's just, she just has this guy that she's really close to. I mean, do you think in the course of your relationship, maybe that would just kind of die down? Or do you ever say, I'm not okay with you being friends with this person?
Okay, so the way I'll approach it is this. I, for one, would think that later on, the best friend thing is supposed to die down.
Okay.
I mean, not literally just die like that, but it's supposed to be like a transition where, because I think it also depends on, what both of you have, as an agreement. Are you guys just ordinary friends, or you guys thinking
friends
of
with
moving
benefits.
into
Okay,
the next level? So those are the things that actually determine how far you guys go.
But you're saying,
But
she's saying that this is somebody that, it's not your fiance, it's just
No,
Yeah,
this is
just
just a
a friend.
relationship right now.
Yeah.
This is just a relationship. Like you just found this person.
yeah, because there's stages to it. If I just met you, I don't expect you to just get rid of all your
That
friends.
makes sense.
That doesn't work. But if I'm thinking of going to the next level, okay, some things will become, uncomfortable.
And so just to put it to one of my ladies over here, and Lucy or Jennifer, you step in at this point. So if the roles are flipped and this is, this guy, how do you approach that? Do you ever address that with him?
I would.
You would? Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation that has to be had up front, because you have to know what you're into. You have to set your boundaries, you have to set your expectations, and know that, okay, this is something we can move forward with. Can we agree to disagree, or, how can we compromise, or, whatever the situation is, you have to discuss it from day one. I strongly believe in it. I'm that type of person. I get stuff off the checklist from the beginning, because I'm not wasting my time,
Right.
If we can't agree on something and it's not something that I can see myself handling in the future, why continue? So
That's a good point. Now, Alfie and Chris, y'all waiting on this one. This is something we talked about before too. Now, if you have the sense that this guy is kind of feeling your girl, right? How do you approach that? Because she's like, oh no, babe, we're just best friends, He doesn't actually have feelings for me. And maybe he doesn't, but you can definitely tell if she said, sleep with me right now, he's not saying no, right? So how do you navigate that?
For me, like, you know, I'm gonna have my own girl best friend. You know, like that way for me it's like, okay, you going to go chill with your best friend tonight? I'll go chill with my best friend tonight, you know.
Tonight, like
Whenever, like I don't know,
Wow.
you know, just so it's just we even the playing field. And then, but like it depends on if we're like into, are we wasting time? Like, we can waste time,
Okay.
but you know, or if we
yeah, I mean,
decide.
at that point, it's not a relationship, right? At that point, it sounds more like a friends with benefits.
Nah, it's a relationship.
Okay.
Like,
So you're playing ball with her. You're like, okay, that's how you're gonna play. Let's play.
You know,
It's a game.
It's a game. Everything is
That's the
a
game phase.
Yeah,
That's
Everything is a game.
that's really them just
It's the game.
that's really them just messing around. But if we're being serious, if this is like an actual relationship.
We just pause it. Yeah.
You just edit it.
Yeah. Okay. So Chris, go on. Now start.
You said if we're being serious.
Yeah. So.
You said we were just messing around.
You're not gonna repeat.
Okay, Jennifer, you go.
Well, for me, in a relationship, when you're just starting out, you can have your best friends or whatever.
Right.
But as you progress, you spend more and more time with that person.
Mhm.
You don't have to say anything. It only becomes an issue if, let's say, you, as a couple, you want to go somewhere and it's like, oh, but I'm supposed to hang out with this person, that friend. What?
So his priorities you changing.
You should
Yeah. So
prioritize.
you're saying
Yeah.
it's like a natural thing where it just kind of falls
So that
down.
was a shift.
But you said something very important. What's understood doesn't have to be explained.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you don't have to say anything. If that friend, that other friend, even has respect for you in your situation, they're going to automatically
Shift the
take a step back anyway.
Unfortunately, some people don't have
No,
respect.
they don't.
Right.
No, I said if they have respect, it will happen.
And also on the
Set
flip side,
boundaries.
though, the boundaries is important, but on the flip side, I've also seen some situations where like the girlfriend also is just so, maybe the other girl doesn't have those feelings, but immediately like self-esteem and insecurities come to play. And so you also have to think about that aspect of it too.
Women are naturally territorial. Like if this is my man, his priority. If I need him today, I don't want, if I need him today, he's somewhere else with this best friend doing.
I don't know that I would say women are. I think there are people that are territorial. I don't think it's
It's
women.
yeah.
You think all women are?
It's a natural
Yeah, it's a natural thing.
Especially if you're in love with him.
Well,
Yeah.
guys are very territorial.
They can too.
So
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
are.
saying it's like a
They
people
are.
thing.
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
around, like why
Yeah,
are
we're
you
going to
know?
protect what
It's just setting boundaries, like
quality.
you know, okay, this girl's your best friend. I don't want you. I don't want her in your house alone when I'm not there.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
Right. I think it's like for some people that's common sense, but for other people they're like, but why? That doesn't make sense.
Because
You
the
don't
thing is,
trust
if a
me.
man
The
allows
trust
certain things
aspect,
to go
right?
on, that keeps that door open. Because
Right.
like I said, there are some women who they don't care or they have a hidden agenda. So if you are leaving those cracks and those doors open for opportunity.
Okay, I have a question.
So, I think, first of all, I think I agree with Jenny and Efosa. I feel like when you start talking to somebody, because in this generation, they just don't go straight to dating. Like, you
Right.
start talking,
It's a
you're
situation.
getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like when me and him were just talking, and he let me do what I want to do, we're friends, we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
There's some questions I can't even ask him, because I'm like,
It's
you
true.
don't owe me, you don't owe me,
Yeah, it's
you don't
true.
owe me anything, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna answer some things, but when you're telling me your intentions, I'm like, oh, this man is serious. Oh, there's some things I have to change. And he knows too, there's some things that he has to change. So when you become serious, when you know, okay, now we're dating, we're not just, this is not a game anymore. We're not
Right.
Just talking,
Like
yeah.
we're going
serious.
towards marriage.
Then you know, at that point, you naturally, just like Jennifer, naturally you start dropping them. You don't even know like you're doing it. Like,
Not towards marriage. It should be early on.
So in the
I mean,
talking
yeah,
phase, or
Not in the talk, like not in
Yeah.
the very
When
beginning,
you're in a
but
relationship.
But yeah,
Once
but
that's
when
not-
you
we're not.
start
We're,
When you know
dating
it's going
forward.
somewhere.
When you're
I date to find a future wife.
No,
Yeah.
it's
I
true,
date
it's
just
true.
to
But that's
date.
why I said when you start talking, like this generation, everybody's talking to somebody. You can have one girl talking to like five.
No,
oh yeah, he's talking to
you're
me.
right,
He's
you're
talking to
right.
me. So I don't expect if I,
You to stop
I'm
being
talking to-
friends.
you know, he's talking to me, but he's talking to other females.
Yeah.
He's trying. A man is searching.
Right.
He has to
right.
search. He has to go out and find what he's
You're
looking
right.
for. So he cannot just dump everything for you. I don't expect him to dump
Well, especially if he
everything.
doesn't know you.
Especially if he, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
So this is why I say, right, I don't expect, for you to meet someone and you already cutting out because people have history.
Right.
And there's certain people that really came through for you. Let's not
Yes,
forget
that's
that.
very key. That's very key.
So you're not just in the
Keep it friendly.
Yeah.
boundary
Yeah.
business at that time.
Yeah.
But of course, when you guys start moving on,
Yeah.
it's prophecy. That's why two can work together. I said,
Yeah, I agree.
now we want to move into this thing.
I think
What's up?
another way
I
is
think this person is getting in the way. Like, what do you think? Then the
Mm.
person can tell you, oh wow, this person has really been there for me even before you came. I understand that, but I'm just saying it because it's kind of interrupting where both of us are going.
Mhm.
And
That's
then
good.
we pull out like, oh okay, I
That's
think I
good.
see what you're
Mhm.
talking about.
But she should
But-
know, if y'all are taking that next step, she should already know that.
Exactly.
Right.
Some come naturally,
Yeah,
but some you have to
yeah,
bring
someone
your
has to bring it
attention
up.
to it.
Yeah, Right.
It's a respect thing.
No, see,
Sure.
but it's something
Don't get carried away though.
Like,
some people, some people,
Yeah,
some
you're
people,
right.
some people don't know that.
Yeah, some people
Take
don't
an example.
know
Some girls have been your friend, but they've never been in a relationship. They don't
Correct.
know
We
what
don't
you're
even
talking
know.
True.
Yeah.
They don't even
We
know
don't
what
know
you're talking
anything
True.
about.
about. What do you mean she
Yes.
doesn't like this? Or
What do you mean I
Yeah.
can't hang out with
They
him?
don't understand
They-
what
it
you're
doesn't-
saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously, no.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
true.
I will
Let me ask the question. Alright, so let's say you're 2-3 months in with this person. It's gotten pretty, serious.
Like you've decided this is someone you want to pursue potential marriage.
Yeah, maybe not to that. Well, yes. Y'all are established.
Okay.
Mhm.
And this person is like, oh, this is like, one random weekend, Saturday night. Oh, hey babe, I'm going out with my guy friend. We're going to grab drinks. What?
I think
okay,
no, I think at that point, if that's a scenario, then
We
bring
haven't
your
talked in a
boyfriend.
long time, whatever.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to
okay,
catch
I want
up
to
to
hang
you.
out, but I'm bringing my.
So at that point you go too.
Yeah.
Right? You go too. Like let's all go.
And if she's opposed to that, then I'm not.
You invite yourself. You invite
Why?
yourself.
If she wants to go out,
Because
Go have fun.
that's
I'm
the
not.
ideal situation.
That's
Listen, to
No.
me that's the ideal time to have that conversation. That's the ideal time to feel them out. Like, hey, I think it's actually not disrespectful that it's a Saturday night, we're together and you're saying you're leaving right now to go be with someone else that's not me, even though you decided that I'm the person you want to be with. That's now a good time to have that conversation and say, and then she's like,
What
oh,
if-
I didn't think that would be disrespectful.
What if it's
to
something
you.
that's
Why not
planned?
come?
Like,
Child,
okay,
you
this,
can do
okay, so you're your man, right? This is the girl best friend. Oh, there's a planned birthday party or whatever
Right.
event. Oh, next Saturday at this time, so. And you just be, okay, I'm bringing my girlfriend or my boyfriend to whatever. I'm not gonna show up like I always do when I was single.
Oh, like a dinner.
Dinner, like a,
Yeah,
Party.
could be a dinner,
whatever.
could be a hangout, yeah. Because I mean, under normal circumstances, you would not go by yourself because, why
Yeah.
would you? Then you bring your
Exactly.
yeah.
See, my thing now.
That's if you want to
becomes-
keep the relationship.
Right.
My thing also becomes there are messy people, right? And so let's talk about this situation. We just talked about like a group setting. So normally we all have groups of friends and we're all hanging out together. You now have your boyfriend, you now have your girlfriend. But within your group of friends, you still have those close guy friends and girlfriends, as the case may be. So now you're out with your new boyfriend and you're introducing them to the group. Then you start feeling some flirting going on. But that's how they interact, right? They're like, this is how we interact. We're just friends, but we're interacting like that. And it's a group setting, right? So as a girl, maybe a girl might not be as vocal about it because you don't want to mess up the group dynamic and get. Okay, so Jennifer is not agreeing with me. So
Would you
okay,
call
so
them out?
are you saying you would call them out right then and there? You'd be like,
I'm sitting down there. right next to him. They have the audacity that I cannot find.
See me, I'm not gonna embarrass you publicly.
Yeah,
As soon as we
I'm
get in
not-
that car though, we gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you gonna know not to
I know it's
disrespect.
embarrassing. It's them. We
Nah.
understand. Because it's
Wait.
No, I don't
oh,
know that's a
Girls
crazy lady in
flirting.
front of
It
people.
depends. It depends on my
You know.
mood. It depends
So
on my
also
mood.
how you want people to view your relationship.
Exactly. You don't want people to know there's trouble.
There's trouble in your.
So
That's why I don't
Yeah.
react in public.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
there's
You don't want your man to
private
embarrass you in
set-
public.
Yeah, I don't want my man to embarrass me in public. And he's a man. There's a thing you do to a man when you embarrass
Turns
him in
ego.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. Like, why is a girl talking to a man like
I mean,
this?
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
For me, it depends on my mood. So I can either go for I'll talk to him later in the car, or I'll be petty right there.
text.
Okay,
And so the pettiness is like, she's funny, whatever. Okay, babe. I'll be like all over him or whatever. Like,
So
So you
let's
can-
pause on the girls because I feel like y'all are all kind of in agreement and these ones keep having a separate conversation. I want to hear what they're saying because they seem like they're having fun over here. So I'll see first, what are y'all's thoughts? Share with the group. Like, so your girl has her guy friend there and he's kind of, stepping on your toes with the flirting a little bit. So how are you gonna take that on as, the man? How are you gonna deal with it?
Me personally, I don't think I would ever be in a situation like that where somebody.
It doesn't matter. Somehow you found yourself there because life happens. So
I mean, I'd address it right there and then.
So like going to the side or like
Like
right
now.
Right there and
now,
then.
you're
Just
saying?
because if you allow them to do that in front of your woman and in front of other people.
I kind of want to
No,
move
that
things
makes
out
it
right
really
now.
No, the woman is the one doing it in front
No,
of
not your girl is not flirting back.
Man is flirting in front
The
of
man is
You
flirting.
just making passes out.
Yeah, he's
So-
like, she just said something. She's like, come to my room and you find out. Something like that, like, she just stepping in.
If you allow it once, they'll do it again.
Yeah, right.
So if you address it right there and then.
So
How
how do
would
you
you
call that? Yeah.
address
So I just made a pass as a girl.
Hey bro, chill out.
Yeah, hey, bro, chill out.
but the thing about
This is
guys
how
are
it works.
respectful.
That's it. It's dead.
But that can turn violent. I've seen situations
Yeah.
where guys have done that and it turned into a big
Instead,
brawl.
yeah,
And people get hurt.
Especially if alcohol is involved.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
I understand that.
But I
It's
feel
not
like
right.
the way that he said, like, hey, bro,
Chill
chill out, that's not
Yeah.
right. Like,
I'm not
Oh,
standing up and
you're the
getting-
same way. You're saying you would
Addressing
do the
it
same
is
I
thing.
got it, yeah.
You would do the same thing?
Dog, I don't care, bro. If you are flirting with my woman, then that's not my woman. Like, wait.
So you would do the same thing.
So it depends. For me, if that's her friend,
Right.
that means that happens when I'm gone.
Thank you.
So that depends on who's flirting with her. Like if it's her friend, then I have to peep game like, oh, this is what
Yeah, that's
happens
what they
when
do.
I'm
And so
gone.
you don't even say anything at that point. You're just like, we gonna talk about this.
No, we're not talking. If
It's
this is something that you have to be aware of. Like if you see something like that, that means something's going
You got
on
peep game.
behind closed
But
doors.
what do you do with that information?
She's
Like,
not, or she's hanging out with him if he's flirting with her.
no, that's
No,
just
she
what
meant
you do.
the
No,
message.
you have to address. So just answer the question. Like, are you actually going to now say, okay, I think this is what's happening behind the scenes, so I'm actually done right now. Like I'm gonna have a final conversation and that's it. I'm breaking up. Or are you gonna actually like stop it?
Okay, you
How do
can
do
stop it in that situation. Yeah, I can make a comment in that situation, but the fact is, regardless of what my comment is, there's still something underlying to that flirting. Like if he's comfortable enough, especially if I'm in the room, for him to even do that, that's crazy.
But I'll think about it like this. Maybe it's a reunion you guys are going back to. Because it's not, when you're saying, oh, she's not,
he's
you're
not suspicious.
implying that they hang out.
Yeah,
Like, but
They talk. They're
not
friends.
like they're friends, but like he's not
He's
like
not her best friend.
No,
He's not her
like,
best friend.
He's there. She's been with.
Okay,
you,
let
so
me
she's
put it
dropping
in
him.
this situation. I've been in the situation where I was a guy flirting with
That's why.
the girls.
Now we know,
I
now we
was
know
a
why.
guy
This is
flirting
why.
with
Yeah,
the
this-
girl's
this is-
sister that I was like not I wasn't even talking to, but I was. This is not somebody I was talking to. This is someone I was kind of friends with, but we kind of were talking. But like her sister was more attractive for me. Boom. So Nah.
Wow.
So it's like in that situation, she peeped and she addressed it to me afterwards, and I totally denied it, but I knew exactly what I was doing. So it's like when that situation,
You
like,
see, this is why you shouldn't cheat, because you become very suspicious of everybody. If you're doing something
I'm
bad,
not-
you suspect other
this is
people.
not cheating. This
No,
is
he's not cheating.
I
I'm
just-
just
I just
saying,
know
when
the
you
situation.
do something bad, you now suspect everybody of having that same bad mindset. that you have. Just saying.
I don't think that is
The scenario,
suspected.
the scenario you just gave us, it's deeper. It goes all the way back to like her having guy friends.
Right.
Yeah,
That's her
exactly.
guy friends. So once you're in a serious relationship, honestly, you shouldn't have any. I'm not saying you shouldn't have any, but you
Friendly,
shouldn't.
but not like that.
No.
Some guys
So
take them a while
sometimes there's some you cannot avoid.
Mm.
Like for a girl, you're in the scene. Sometimes guys are just petty too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A guy come, oh, what I'm watching
Yeah.
for, this is what I'm looking at. Reciprocation.
Exactly.
How, what's the vibe from her?
Exactly.
Any
Because
guy,
there
if she's
are-
pretty, trust me, guys are gonna hit on
And
her.
there
Right
are
in front of
other
you, bro.
You can't avoid that.
You
But
also have to think about.
what is her response?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna
also-
go by.
Yeah.
Also think about, right, like from the perspective of like the group, right? If a guy, maybe he's been wanting to address this girl and then you snuck in and you got her first, and now he's just kind of challenging you and being petty. In that instance, like, how do you, like, she didn't do anything. She didn't know he was harboring these feelings for her. So it's not her fault. She's
Those are the
just
early
a,
stages.
you know?
Yeah, that has to be early.
Those are the early stages.
Yeah, so but like there's some guys, that's what I'm trying to say is like what Ikosa brought up. There are some guys and some girls that will be petty in that situation and try to form cracks in your relationship. So it's like if you even lean into that, you're immediately
I mean,
showing
and
that
if that's
there
the
is
case,
something
then
there.
it's the other person's responsibility to like, yo,
Exactly.
chill out, this is my man, or this is
You
my
think it's
girl.
that person's responsibility?
Yeah, because you know this person is, trying to play games with this, your person to take you or whatever.
Well, you
Contest
don't know because they never told you that they even felt anything.
I mean,
They might not have realized until seeing you in a relationship.
Another
right?
thing is some guys are naturally just stupid and petty.
There are those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
But
are those guys.
There's a way that by the time you don't
You
respond to
address
that
yourself,
person,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that whole time, they will
Right.
so
Yeah.
this person, I'm not,
No,
she's
they
not
feel it
playing,
like
you know what I
that,
mean?
yeah.
So,
So this is my thing, right? If I see a scenario like that, and the girl is not responding, when the guy is still being pushy,
Mhm.
then I can say,
Second line.
Yeah.
because yo, she just told you,
Yeah.
I'm here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
It's-
that's the
it's
only
disrespect.
time.
So at that point, we gotta go physical
But-
and just
Yeah.
fight.
So what if,
Exactly.
what's your response?
So,
What if he flirts, just says something
Mhm.
random, flirts with her, with Sonya, and
Guys,
listen, let's say he flirts,
Yeah.
says something flirty to Sonya, and all she does is smile and avoids it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I have been in a scenario like that. Now, the guy was the MC for the wedding. No, I'm just saying, like, I've been in a scene like that.
I mean, look
she
at
was
all
just showering her with compliments and all that. I just stood there, just chilling. And then later on, she was like, "Oh, that's my man." And the guy just, "Whoa,
Yeah.
are you
That's what I'm saying,
serious?"
It's her responsibility.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's
I'm
what
like,
that's
"Oh,
situation.
but Brooke, she's pretty."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, people are gonna hit on your
Oh,
girl.
for somebody random, but we're
Yeah.
talking about a friend. A friend.
Well, with a friend, like I said, with a friend, I'm checking the vibe. Right? If she's responding, then I'm like, oh, okay. That's also because you're in friendship with this person, right? It's a learning process.
It
too.
is.
And after the scene, I'm like, oh, okay, that guy was really all over you today.
Yeah.
What's up?
we've
Like,
had this conversation.
what's the history here?
Yeah.
And then
Exactly. What's the
she now if
history?
she's been if she's been truthful, she will tell you
Mhm.
the history with that guy.
Right.
Now if she's been okay,
She's hiding
some things you also know too.
Yeah.
Now if you want to go pull up your own best friend, we play with
Best friend squad.
My whole thing is, if there's history, you shouldn't even be there in the first place.
No, just
I feel like with him when we start talking, like I had guy friends, Alfie's friends. That's like Alfie's friends. We're like they're my brothers, and sometimes if I say, "Oh, Chris is my brother," this person is my brother, he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Oh,
Yeah.
this is my brother. And oh, Juice is my brother. These people are my brothers. Like, what do you mean they're your brothers? Like, yes, they're my brothers. But it took one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook for everybody. I don't know if you remember that day you brought your friends.
Mm-hmm.
We cooked and we all hung out together, watched the movie, and I'm sitting down with them, talking with them, laughing with them. I think it's their understanding that, oh, they're actually my friends. These are family friends.
Okay, now
Yeah.
to kind of take this to the next level, because yes, we're doing that. So now it's come to marriage. So the bridal party, right? We need to talk about that. Like, because okay, some people, you know, this is their only friend, right? Besides their family. So it's like to even out the bridal party, babe, let me have my guy, you know, be one of my bridal people. Like, you can let him be my bridal. So what are your thoughts about that? Like, are you okay with having that close friend now either be with the guy's bridal or groom's people or be in your bridal party, or will you just shut it down immediately? Because I mean, at this point, for you to have married them, they've obviously like dialed down the relationship to where it's like, you know, something manageable. So but now they're kind of wanting to be in the wedding. So how do you navigate that situation? I'm gonna ask Jennifer. Her face.
You did your job right. Let's be honest with ourselves. As women, we don't play that kind of games. Like you can't tell me, oh, this is this is your friend, this is in a relationship, and he's moved to the next level in life, and you keep encroaching on another woman's territory. You can't tell me
Especially
that.
when you're single.
Yes.
Yes.
If the situation was like, oh, I approached you and I saw the way you managed yourself, then I would ask you to join in. But you don't have the audacity to approach any one of us. You don't do that.
It's my
So
show.
like,
It's
what is your intention behind all that? Because it's not normal. We are women. We have girls, but we know how to
Yeah.
like don't do that. It's disrespectful.
And then you went to him and asked him instead
Yeah.
of even coming to me as the woman.
So what
Woman to woman, respect the woman.
what if your fiance asking you, like, hey, I want her to be, part of my group?
That's what she's saying. Like that's all.
So the guy will not.
So you prefer it come from the girl than from your person?
I feel
No.
like for me, I would rather the girl come to me and say, sis, I want to really join you.
Yeah, like I don't have.
Yeah. I
Because
feel like
okay,
if you have that relationship where you can, I will actually honor.
I think he wants to speak when she comes to me.
But
If
She respects you.
my
She
fiance,
knows that.
best friend, right?
Yeah.
I would rather have him ask me, hey,
Oh,
zero.
We have
Sometimes he wants to speak, she asks me.
overstepping.
You are playing with-
You are playing with fire. Don't do that.
Okay, let me ask you
Yeah.
again. Same scenario flipped. Would
Right,
you rather
that
your
is-
man come up to you and ask you to be part of the woman's, or
Oh,
would you
no.
rather your wife,
Yeah, I would want my
Her-
wife or my husband to
her
ask
friend,
me,
can come
hey, can I have this
So-
person?
and be a part of it?
The way I say it is this: I'm married. Right? Prior to my marriage, that was for me. That was an opportunity to know who is who in the whole family, even with friends.
Yeah.
Anybody that didn't show up before that, was like, hey, bro, I don't know you. You're just the audience. So that's the way I check. Okay, wait, I know this person. We've been to their parties or their home. We vibe together.
Yeah.
Even at my marriage, I had guys from my wife's side. That was part of my groomsmen. So I feel like we should. The choice is the woman's and also the man's. It's a vibe check, because let's not forget, marriage is a serious thing.
That's what I was trying to
People, two people, not extra best friend. No, two people. Because at the end of the day, yes, you're just announcing to everyone like, hey, it's both of us.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. That's what marriage is about.
Yeah.
So if you guys can get that vibe check, both of you like wholeheartedly know that, oh yeah, it's just both of us.